It's kind of blurry. It's not really gonna work. Yeah, check out these performance numbers. What the fuck is this shit? Look at all the, okay, first of all, okay, when it comes to the fucking Discord, when it comes to hardware enthusiasts and always getting hyped for every single product release, what does this remind you of, guys? This looks exactly the same as the AMD slide when they released Zen 3. It looks the exact same, dude. Let's see if we can actually bring it up here quickly. AMD Zen 3 slides. It looks exactly the same. 5%, 6%, 6%, 1%, except for these outliers, obviously. 2%, 5%. Dude, it's the same fucking shit. And do you guys remember exactly what I said about this? I made a completely dedicated video for this when I was like, wow, this is completely unexciting and nothing will change. And I got fucking roasted and lit the fuck up on YouTube. People are like, wow, you're an idiot. AMD's gonna die. I'm like, my benchmarks were literally 100% dead on. Like, come on. Let me catch up here. Yeah, it does look the same. No, different games, I think. Oh, is it the same games? Oh, that's clever, Intel. Wait a minute. Total War, Three Kingdoms, Far Cry New Dawn, Ashes of Singularity. Far Cry New Dawn. No, and Total War, Three Kingdoms. So, no. Only 2 of the games were the same. But Assassin's Creed Valhalla, if you go back to my benchmarks that I did versus the 10900K versus the 5950X, this game heavily favored Intel. Heavily, dude. Like the Ubisoft games, dude. The fucking trash can Ubisoft ports, dude. All hugely Intel favored, right? Just go back and look at my own benchmarks. Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Watch Dogs, Cyberpunk, Metro, Gears. I didn't do Gears. Mere FPS just Merle FPS just subbed. Hey man, what's up, Merle? Welcome to the community, my man. And I didn't do Total War, but the 5 games over, like these ones over, dude, heavily favor Intel. Heavily, dude. And considering they favor Intel that heavily, and it's like 2% and 5%, people should really stop getting excited over this. Why are you excited? Where's the excitement coming from here? Nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. Is this the exact same shit? This is the exact same shit. Nothing's gonna change. I don't understand why I don't know. Someone tell me something different that I'm missing here. I'm not fucking seeing it, dude. I'm catching up. Hang on. They bumped the release schedule up by 3 months. The one thing that Intel does have is fab capacity, though. That's the thing. So like, even though everything kind of sells out instantly, it didn't take long for the 10900K to actually just like become in stock. You know what I mean? So maybe like the first month it'll be sold out, but 14 nanometer has some fucking capacity, dude. Like they will pump those bitches out like crazy, dude. So like, and nobody really wants Intel anymore anyway. So Intel is a great option right now, dude. Like in terms of like just being able to buy it, performance,
no, I opened up.
Cost. Like they dropped the prices on everything. So it's like Intel's the shit right now, dude. It's like price is down, availability, performance is top tier. What more do you want? Don't have to spend 4 weeks tuning it. You can just play. Like, I don't know, Yeah, I don't know what the complete buzz is for this AMD shit, dude. I literally have no idea why everyone. I mean, I know why. The mainstream tech tubers, obviously, right? The 10850K is my go-to recommendation every single consult I get. If they have a Zen 2 or an older chip, 10850K, dude. 100%. What a good value that fucking chip is, dude. What a good value. It's insane. They can't benchmark. Nobody benchmarks Warzone, dude. None of the mainstream tech tubers, media, or companies like corporations. None of the corporations benchmark Warzone, dude. None of them. Which is interesting why Nvidia actually announced DLSS for Warzone. They're probably gonna do this with 4K. To make it look like it's doing something. It's not gonna do anything. We can just like segue into that actually quickly. Give me a quick second here. It depends what game. That's the thing. So if you look at the 1080p numbers here, oh, I closed it. The 1080p numbers were like, or the Rocketlake numbers were all 1080p. And the games that they show you wouldn't play in 1080p. That's the problem. Like, who the fuck is gonna play a single player Ubisoft game? And they used percentages, not FPS numbers. Right? So if you, like, let's say calculator, this is the main problem with when I say nothing is gonna change, this is what I'm talking about. If you have 200 FPS, oh, I'm using calculator here. If you have 200 FPS in fucking Valhalla Assassin's Creed, first of all, what the fuck? Second of all, okay, fine, you have with a 10900K, okay? Let's say Rocketlake gets 5% on top of that. That's 210 FPS. I don't know. I don't get like so, and that's 1080p, right? So nothing really changes. Nothing's changed.
So far.
Nothing happened. Like literally nothing fucking happened. So let's say Counter-Strike, for example. You go from 700 to 800, nothing happened. You use League of Legends. You can already get 360 hertz in that game with a 10900K. Oh, my webcam just fucking got stuck. Oh, that was weird. Oh, whatever. Rebooted it. So League of Legends, let's say League of Legends 360 hertz, Dota 2 360 hertz, Overwatch 360 hertz, Rainbow Six Siege 360 hertz. Our monitors cap out at 360 hertz right now. Or let's even say they go to 480 hertz. You can still do that with Zen 3 and a 10900K. So even if you get the IPC single core performance in these games, your monitor can't display it. So nothing changes again. Nothing's changed. So the release of Rocketlake makes absolutely no sense, dude. And it's gonna lose FPS in Warzone. I'm fucking betting money on that, dude. With the way that that game actually scales cores. So let's just say 20% IPC increase. Let's give Rocketlake the best case scenario. It still has 25% less cores than a 10900K. And Warzone gets this out of it with the extra cores. Almost linearly. So at the very best for Rocketlake, it's just gonna tie a 10900K in Warzone.
Whoa.
So nothing's gonna change. Nothing is going to change on this. I'm gonna post this on YouTube later, and I guarantee you I'm gonna get some fucking idiot that tries to tell me I'm wrong or some shit. I've never been wrong about these predictions ever, dude. It's not fucking rocket science. It's common sense. It's fucking common sense. Nothing is going to change. Nothing's gonna change. I'm gonna catch up on the chat quickly. If they did 10 core Rocketlake though, that'd be a different story. But no, nothing's gonna change. Absolutely nothing. Oh, will Rocketlake favor 2 or 4? I watched. They dodged that question. That was a good question, but they dodged it. If you watch the PC World Gordon interview with the Asus Z590 guy, Gordon asked him if it was T topology or Daisy, and the guy just completely dodged the question. I don't know why. He essentially said that if you use 2 or 4 sticks, it won't perform differently. That's what he said. So I'm going to assume that it's some form of daisy chain. Because this sentence only makes sense with daisy chain. I think. Yeah, he just dodged the question, dude. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, that's literally all. Out of all the keynotes and interviews that I watched, that was the only thing that I found on this topic. So that's. I don't. But you know what? Even with Z490, if you have 4 sticks, you only lose so 4 sticks versus 2 sticks on Z490, you only lose 1 speed bin. So you go from like 4266, but you go down to like 4133 instead. But then you can just time it tighter, and then it just ends up being the same anyway. So you don't lose anything as is. Like the daisy chain topologies on Z490 are quite good. You don't really lose much. Catch up on the chat quickly. When is DDR5 coming to gaming PCs? Not for a long time, dude. 2022 maybe. Yeah, not for like don't even worry about that. And we're not bandwidth limited anyway. Like all the products that we have are not bandwidth limited. So DDR5 for gamers won't do anything. Like so like let's say if you have 3600 C14 RAM, and let's say you have 4266 C18 RAM, let's say this one gets 58 gigabytes a second of bandwidth. I don't really know that off the top of my head. And then let's say this one gets 64 gigabytes a second of bandwidth, but they're both like 40 nanoseconds of latency. They game the exact same, dude. Yeah. So we're not like the bandwidth improvements of DDR5 are it's like focus on the latency. That's it. Oh, I have another good topic that we can talk about that I discovered the other day if we have time. Don't remind me about this later. Catching up on the chat quickly. Yeah, Mr. Jeffos, fuck, dude. There's no way an A-core is gonna win in that game. Not in that game. Just not that game, dude. Just not that game. The game scales way too well. Cause a lot of when I first started the consults, the people were like, when I first started consulting, people were like, I have a 9900K. Should I upgrade to the 10900K? I'm like, probably not. And then once I actually did a few 9900K consults, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how can 2 more cores make that much of a difference? It does, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. Dude, if you get a 10850K over a 3700X, your mind will be fucking blown, dude. Blown away. So, I had a consult the other day. He was like, he's like, you literally convinced me to go Intel, and he's like, thank you so much. I'm having a way better experience. I'm like, nah, fucking no shit, dude. No fucking shit. No shit, dude. And then he was like, He's like, I'm getting 200 FPS in Warzone already. I'm like, why'd you even buy a console then? He's like, I just want to get like 210. I'm like, what the fuck? So like, this guy literally got like 200 FPS by just switching to Intel. Like Geico it up, you know what I mean? Holy shit, dude. It's hilarious. Yeah, 10-core monolithic ring bus was Intel's greatest fucking idea, dude. 10-core monolithic ring bus. Rocketlake's not gonna get on this, dude. It's not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. And on the games that it does win, you shouldn't play those at fucking 210 FPS anyway. You should be playing them at 4K 120 hertz, like Assassin's Creed and shit, or Horizon Zero Dawn. What do you need an extra 10% IPC for on that shit? Nothing. Nothing, dude. It's they're advertising the IPC. They're advertising the IPC in games that don't need it. That's the problem. They're engineers. They're not gamers. You can tell right away. Intel are engineers, not gamers. Look at the list of games that they have touted there. No one even plays those fucking games, dude. Those games are dog shit. Nobody plays Valhalla. Nobody plays fucking Watch Dogs, dude. Nobody plays Total War fucking Kingdoms. Like, nobody plays that shit, dude. Nobody. But you know what I mean? Catching up on the chat quickly. Okay, well, APUs, yeah. I mean, I don't, yeah, okay, APUs, okay, when somebody says DDR5 desktop platform, the idea of an APU doesn't go into my brain because I don't really cover APUs in my content. Yeah. So, you're correct, like, you're 100% correct. DDR5 for APUs will make a fucking massive difference, dude. Assuming that the memory controllers can go that fast, but for our purposes of like gamers, no. Like, or like yeah, like it's a gaming channel. Like we're not. I mean, yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, like you're correct, but for the purposes of this channel, it doesn't make a difference. You know what I mean? Biggie just gifted a sub. Sup, Biggles? Oh, Biggles, I still have my cat video of me recording feeding her the can of food that you paid for, and I forgot to post it. I'm gonna post it after the stream today. Don't forget to remind me. She like goes batshit for that can of food that you bought her, dude. Catch up on the chat quickly. It's not that games have to catch up to hardware, it's that we're still GPU bound. So, like if you're playing Cyberpunk at 4K 120 hertz, you can't even do it with ray tracing. So I turn ray tracing off, I turn DLSS on quality mode, and I'm getting like 4K 100 hertz max with my 3090 in that game. So what would Rocketlake do for me in this scenario? Nothing. Well, we're still GPU bound. We need to have like a 3090 X2. Like, we need to literally have double the power of a 3090 for CPUs to actually matter anymore. Like, we're not, like, stop worrying about CPUs. Like, CPUs are not the lowest hanging fruit. That's why those numbers that they showed, nothing is gonna change. Nothing is gonna change. Literally nothing is gonna change. We're not bound by that. Ialo Thamalo is now following. Strange name, but thanks. Sup, man? How's it going? Oh, hey, Biggles. Hang on. I made that one just for today. PUBG says no to being GPU bound.
Oh, wow.
I think the IPC combined with the possible Intel low latency could increase the minimums. No, because the minimums... Possible. But if you go to my benchmarks of the 5950X versus the 10900K, 5950X versus 10900K, the minimums are almost identical, which tells me that it's not a CPU problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's still like it's either a game engine problem or like, it's either a game engine problem or we're still GPU bound at 4K. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think my PC ever dips below 100 hertz in Cyberpunk ever, dude. Like, it has like 10% CPU utilization at 4K 120. Like, that's a good point. We'll have to test that. If you are a single player gamer, then maybe there's an argument for Rocketlake. Maybe, if that ends up being the case, but I don't see it happening that way. Otherwise, Intel would have done that in their slides. They would have showed the minimums, not the average. You know what I mean? In those specific games, but they didn't show minimums, so it probably makes no fucking difference at all, dude. Thanks for all the Warzone content. I've got a 10900K and Viper RAM sticks. I get 200 FPS in downtown. Yeah, dude, 100%. It's the fucking, when people listen to me, man, they end up in a good situation. It's not rocket science. Yeah, dude, if you have a 9700K for 4K gaming, don't worry about it. Just enjoy it. That's what I'm like, dude. You literally have, if you're a single player gamer and you have a 9700K, nothing changes for you, dude. For the next like 4 or 5 generations of CPUs, nothing changes for you because we're still limited by the monitor. Like, the monitor is the lowest hanging fruit now. Unless you're playing at 360 hertz in single player games, but you shouldn't be. You should be playing at least like 1440p 165 hertz for like highest for like single player games. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's my opinion though. We're limited by monitors, not by CPUs anymore. Nothing's gonna change. Hang on a second. So I think we're pretty much done with Rocketlake talk here. Moral of the story: nothing changes again. Absolutely nothing changes for us. Nothing. Oh yeah. Hang on. In video card site, you have some benchmarks in games. Video cards? Let's check that out quickly. Are you sure? What does it show? Video cards 11900K versus 10900K 20 hours ago.
I closed my eyes for a second.
Oh, who fucking called it? Who fucking called this shit? This guy fucking called this shit. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, I fucking called that shit, dude. It's a battle royale though, obviously. You need the chorus for battle royales. Jeffos, where's my fucking $50, dude? Jeffos, get your ass fucking back here. Jeffos, hang on. Hang on. I need to fucking teabag this shit. Dude, just wait. I can taste that $50, Jeffos. I can fucking taste that shit, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious, dude. This is PUBG, obviously. What's this one? So this looks like Wolfenstein? Youngblood? Can anyone read this? 3600 C16. Okay, yeah. Are they both at 5.2? Okay, they are. Does it show minimums? No. They're using a 3080, okay. So 11900K makes sense in a single player game, sure, okay. What's this one? Is this Total War or whatever that game they're talking about? Okay, yeah, so nothing changes. 4 FPS. Nothing changes, guys. Huh? Do you trust Billy leaks now? No, I don't trust any leaks, to be honest, but common sense would indicate that this makes perfect sense. I mean, sure, they're using slow RAM, but I don't see anything glaringly wrong with this. Cyberpunk, that does scale with cores, okay, so everything is kind of lining up. Even that is 2 FPS, right? So like in a game like Cyberpunk where that scales with cores, right? So if Rocketlake gets 20% IPC but 25% less cores and the game scales with it, that makes perfect sense. It's 100% dead on, right? Is this Horizon? I don't know what game this is. Tomb Raider. The Tomb Raider scales with cores again, right? All these games that we know scale with cores, right? It's all lining up. Forget this slide. Yeah, dude. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It fucking is what it is, dude. Oh my god. Nothing changes, guys. Don't worry about it. Nothing changes. Literally nothing fucking changes again. So I'm already going to go under the assumption that nothing changes. Alder Lake, nothing is going to change again. Nothing, dude. Nothing's gonna change. Because it's still 8 big, 8 little, 8 hyper threads. Nothing's gonna fucking change. I don't know what's coming after Alder Lake, but dude, just get yourself a 10850K. Sit on this bitch for the next 10 fucking years, because nothing is gonna change, dude. Nothing is gonna change. There is an argument for Zen 3 Plus or maybe Zen 4 if they can get these fabric speeds up. And only in Warzone, because that game scales with 16 cores. So like if they get like Zen 3 Plus to 2000 FCLK like they were supposed to with Zen 3, and you get like 5 gigahertz all core with 16 cores, yeah, okay, yeah, this could be a pretty good bump in Warzone, sure. In terms of the Intel side of things, I want to say nothing's gonna change, dude. Zero. Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing, dude. Unless they go like massive fucking ring bus monolithic dies. Like a 12, like if Intel did a 12 core monolithic ring bus Skylake, then this would win Warzone. Again, it would take back the fucking Warzone crown, right? It's what they can do with a monolithic die. That's pretty much all that's their lowest hanging fruit now. Okay, give me a second here, catching up. 3090 hitting mid 50s with water temp at 30. Bad mount? Probably. Yeah. Possibly. Or you know what you can do, Ofucko? If you you know how, hang on, this happens a lot, dude. If you buy a water block, say this is the water block here, whatever, and this is your core, there's like a sticker that goes over this part and it says peel here before using the water block. If you don't alcohol wipe this or use some kind of polish on it, or like 7000 grit sandpaper, it leaves a little bit of residue from the sticker. It doesn't really affect, like it drops like 5 to 6 degrees temps on it. So like take it off and just give it a good alcohol scrubbing with some paper towel, and that usually fixes that problem. That happens all the fuck. Even with AIOs too, you peel that sticker off, and if you peel the sticker off, mount it without alcohol wiping it, it doesn't perform as well as it can. Just a little like bonus tip for you. Bonus tip. Hang on a second. My PC, blah blah blah.
Everything out of
1100K sample. Yeah, but the sample was still 5.2. If the Rocketlake sample was 5.2, the cache is the same, clock speed is the same, RAM speed was the same. What would be the difference between a sample and a release candidate version, or not a release candidate, but what would be the difference between a sample and a release version?
You want another shotgun?
What would be the difference there? It's not like they're gonna have architectural improvements in the next month. Like, it's done. Like, the architecture is done, dude. It is what it is. Same clock speed. Yeah. Why do people think that engineering sample would make a difference? That's like the same concept as like like the 5950X gets released and then fucking, oh shit, wait for drivers for the next year to fix the performance issues, guys. Like, no, it is what it is, guys. It's fucking there, dude. It's done. It's fucking done, dude. Don't worry about the drivers 8 months from now to fix issues. Like, no, what you see is what you see, man. You might get 5% better. You might get 5% more with drivers. Maybe, dude. Maybe. Don't. GCN was a fucking, what do you even call that? GCN was just like a, like the fine wine for GCN is not applicable, dude. Like, GCN had its own fucking animal of fine wine. It does not apply to anything else, dude. I've never seen Jufa so caught up with chat before, saying, yeah, I'm answering the questions. Well, this is like full of fucking pre-workout, dude. I'm just like, and then just fucking, you should take pre-workout, baby. We gotta go to the gym after this. I thought it was QS, not ES. Same shit though. Qualification sample is one step. Yeah, so engineering samples will usually have lower clock speeds and engineering sample, shittier clocks and gimped IMC. Qualification sample, QS, or release candidate. This is it, dude. That's fucking it. Those numbers that you just saw on that website, that's it, dude. You're getting what you're getting there. You're fucking getting it. Thanks, Asian Hero. This is what I do, man. This is what I do for my second job is like YouTube and like helping people with hardware and shit now. That's why I stopped streaming games. When you stream a game, nobody gives a shit. But if you stream helping people with hardware and shit, you get like 1 million viewers. It's way better. And it's fun too. I don't have to like play and like fucking sweat my ass off and like yell at people and shit for sucking. Like, you know what I mean? This is way more chill. Way more chill. Cooling the 10900K might provide bigger improvements down the years. They've pretty much capped that out with the tech cooler though. Tech cooler. I don't see what else they can do other than this for the mainstream folk. This, like, you get 100 megahertz bump, and that's it. That's about it. You know what I mean? What else can you really do other than a custom loop and a tech cooler without introducing condensation, right? So they did a good job with that. The long story short, will not do fuck all unless at 4K, except unless possible caveat, if you crank render resolution to 4K on 1080p monitor to be able to see mountains awake, that does work. If you have a 3090 and your CPU bottlenecked, just crank the render resolution so you can see farther away, right? So if DLSS comes to Warzone and you crank it to 4K, turn DLSS on, and then you can see farther away, that is the only kind of possible scenario where I would see that doing anything. If you're playing 1080p or 1440p and you enable DLSS,
No.
nothing will happen. These two resolutions are CPU bound in that game. Nothing's gonna fucking happen. Now, bar support, on the other hand. Bar support in Warzone. My theory.
I'm not that hard.
My theory is the CPU bottleneck.
What?
Is possibly the bar or SAM. Because we know it's a console port game, right? And consoles have bar support natively. Like, they can access the entire structure of the GPU memory, like, subsystem.
I tell us.
That's how they get so much performance for their dollar, you know what I mean? So, and that's why a lot of the reason is the console ports are always so fucking shitty, dude. Like, the console ports are always such trash, and that's why AMD enabled SAM in the first place, because they already did that for the consoles. It was free technology to enable for themselves, right? So when Nvidia enables SAM for Warzone, and if it works and that alleviates the CPU bottleneck that we're talking about, then the 10900K is going to annihilate everything. Or I mean, I guess AMD chips would get it as well. But I would say annihilate over 9th gen. Then you have your reason to upgrade right there. If 9th gen doesn't get it, and if Turing doesn't get it, that's fucked, dude. That would be so fucked if Nvidia did that. If bar support in Warzone fixes the game, and like 2080 Ti's don't get it. Oh fuck. And 9900K doesn't get it. Oh fuck. That'd be fucking. That is literally what I'm predicting. That's what I'm predicting is gonna happen here. Bar support is gonna fucking crank that game's FPS like crazy. It's gonna cut off 99% of the population from competing in the game. It's gonna fucking cut them off right there. Forced obsolescence and upgrades. That's my prediction of what's gonna fucking happen, dude. Oh yeah. That's my prediction of what's gonna happen. My prediction. I can see this coming from a mile away, dude. Fuck me. Just coming from a mile away. We don't know what kind of boardroom deals these companies have, man. What do fucking Activision and Nvidia have in common? They're the two greediest fucking companies on the planet, except for Apple, but ignoring Apple. These two companies are the greediest fucking companies on the planet. So, like, what do you get when you combine both of them together? Like, oh, fuck, dude. Oh, my God. Just wait, dude. Just wait and see what happens. It's gonna be a fucking shit show. Thankfully, I have that shit, so I'm okay, but oh, my God, dude. Are there any mods in the chat? Yes. What on earth did you whisper to Newman? I'll let you handle that, Newman. Godspeed, my friend. DLSS on the 2060 would be sweet, because that would be okay, because the 2060 isn't really powerful enough to crank out 200 FPS anyway. So DLSS on a 2060 would be a great fucking thing for Warzone, dude. Budget Warzone gamers with 2060s and DLSS would be fantastic. Fantastic, dude. That would be great. Hopefully they bring that shit to 20 series. If BAR gave a large performance boost to Warzone, wouldn't we already know it from Zen 3? Yeah, but who plays fucking Warzone with those chips, dude?
You will die.
This board good on ROG Strix Z49. What board? Just use a highlighted message below your bits donation and I'll get to it. Who plays Warzone that has Zen 3 and Big Navi? Nobody. Who the fuck does, like, not a single benchmarker or streamer. Not one, dude. How the fuck? Maybe. If I had one, I would test it, but I'm not buying that shit. Is it true that BAR only works on PCIe 4? No. 10th gen is PCIe 3. It works on all. It's not PCIe 3 only. 10th Z490. It's already in my Apex motherboard. I can enable it right now. Apex already enabled under the 4G decoding tab. LE1 just subscribed for 2 more months. Sup, man?
Hello.
Welcome back.
Vengeance.
Thanks so much, dude. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Good commentary and the BAR support. Yeah. We're almost there. We're getting there. No, BAR is not only compatible with PCIe 4. BAR has been in the PCI spec since PCIe 1 or 2, dude. It's just in the spec of the bus itself, like the interface. It has nothing to do with the revision of the PCI Express. So PCI Express 5 will have it, 6 will have it, 2 has it. You know what I mean? If you're running X58 or some shit. I mean, if they actually went in back and enabled it in the BIOS, right? So I don't know. BAR plus DLSS Warzone performance boost. I don't know yet. Don't know. What if, you know how everyone runs 3200 megahertz RAM and that fucking nonsense, and then they go to like 4000 RAM and they get like 100 FPS boost? So what if BAR just bypasses the RAM? Then they might get 100 FPS boost for free if it bypasses the RAM. Right? Maybe. We don't know. But the person, I'll get to you in a second with the bits. The person that buys 3200 megahertz RAM from NZXT isn't going to know how to flash their GPU BIOS for BAR anyway. So, tell your friends how to flash their BIOSes, I guess. That'll just be like another component to the fucking consults that I'll have to do constantly, right? Oh, what video card do you have? I gotta flash it for you. Get BAR. But maybe if that does work that way, I'll be able to save the person money by not having to buy faster RAM anymore. If that's the case. We'll have to just wait and see. I don't know yet. Just wait and see. There's no rush. There's no rush on that shit. Not like Warzone's going away anywhere, you know what I mean?
So sad.
1080p, 1500x. Hang on, I gotta catch up on the chat. I fell behind here. One sec. Hang on. You can't use multiplayer numbers for Warzone. You can consider Warzone a separate engine altogether from multiplayer. It's not the same. It's the same engine, but it's not the same engine. You know what I mean? Even Ground War doesn't perform as trash as Warzone does, dude. Warzone is its own fucking weird thing. So you can't, they're not really comparable. Wow, this server is pretty cool. We have the best Discord, dude.
You get that too.
We have the best Discord, 100%. I can confidently say that the Frame Chaser Discord is the best play. I filter the fuck out of this Discord, dude. If there's a jackass If someone's a jackass for 5 seconds, I lifetime ban them right away. I give no fucks, dude. I'm in there all the fucking time. I ban without a fucking hesitation. I don't care. I don't care if it's a $20 supporter. If they're a jackass, they're insta banned, dude. I don't fucking. The integrity of the Discord is way more important than jackassery, dude. 100%. So if you are a jackass, just beware. You're gonna be fucking gone pretty quick, dude. Pretty quick. Don't post benchmarks from YouTube. Don't do.
I saw a lighter color. It's about the same though.
It depends, cause you know what the problem is with people posting benchmarks in fucking Discord, dude? People are dumb about it. Like, and it serves no purpose but to. It serves no purpose but to provide false hype. Like, so when you post a hardware unboxed benchmark video in general chat, you can't actually get anything out of it. There's no information that we can actually use from it because they use 3200 megahertz RAM. So it's going to make certain products look better than other products that aren't true. And then it gives a false sense of what the hell is going on. You know what I mean? That's why I don't allow those videos in general chat. You can post them in the gulag if you want it. I don't really care about that. But like, yeah, like, this channel is more about FPS chasing than general hardware benchmarks. So Linus, Jay, dude, Jay's 2 cents did a fucking video that said 3000 megahertz, 16 gigabytes is enough for gaming. Like, holy fuck, dude. You can't post this in our Discord. It's 100% false. You will literally get 100 plus FPS going to 4000 RAM in Warzone from 3000 megahertz dual rank. I have had consoles that have had 100 FPS boost, dude. 100. It's fucking crazy. And they're like, wow, I just watched Jay's 2 cents video. I'm like, yeah, of course you fucking did. So you can't post that shit in our Discord. It's bad, dude. It's bad. It's wrong. It's just wrong, dude. People pay me good money, like supporters, Twitch subbers, donations. Like, people pay me very, very, very good money to keep that information out of the fucking Discord, dude. People only want the facts. What the hell is the fastest? Where does it line up? Where does it line up in the hierarchy? What do I buy? No bullshit. Just give me the fucking facts. I want to know what FPS these products give me for this price. What's the best bang for buck? How do I get 200 FPS? That's what the supporters are paying me for, dude. Test that shit, find out what the fuck it is, just give it to me. You know what I mean? So when blues post nonsense, it dilutes the fucking information. So I have to be really strict about keeping that shit out of the fucking Discord. You know what I mean? I'm really strict on that, dude. Really strict. And that also goes on the other side of the coin as well. So it's not just mainstream numbers. It's also XOC numbers. And crazy ass zealot numbers. Like the Redditor numbers. That shit gets auto-banned from the fucking Discord as well. Both sides of that coin are no good for this Discord. They both get fucking auto-banned, dude. So, do you know what I mean? Like, the supporters are not paying me for this information. They're paying me to, how the fuck do I play this game? Do you know what I mean? That's what they're paying me for. Yeah, in a nutshell, pretty much. So, if you see XOC people posting their numbers in general chat, they're auto fucking banned. I don't even talk to them anymore. I'm like, you're fucking out of here. If people post mainstream tech tuber numbers in the Discord, auto fucking banned, dude. It's just leave the numbers to me is what I want, unless it's like or post it in the gulag rumor section. That's cool. You can do that. Do that. That way people can that way when somebody goes into that section, they know in the back of their mind to, okay, kind of take this with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? If it's in general chat or gamers chat, that's like my reputation is on the line here. More of that, you know what I mean? So I gotta be really strict about that shit, you know what I mean? Because that's what they're paying for, dude. I had to go on that little tangent there. Catching up on the chat here.
Cool.
From what I understand about BAR,
Nice stuff.
maybe. The question was, will Ampere cores scale with BAR better? Possibly. Because if you think about how BAR actually works, if the GPU isn't waiting for 256 megabyte Q buffers constantly, then maybe the CPU can feed the integer slash FP32 data faster to the core. Yeah, that's possible. And then you might see those CUDA cores scale much better in 1080p. That's a good theory. That's a good theory. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Especially with an Intel CPU, if it has a really high fucking clock speeds. Possibly. Good point. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, but that's a really good theory. Yeah. If the CPU can feed the cores faster with no Q buffer, that might alleviate that CUDA core bottleneck. Yeah. Yes, exactly. The speed that the Ampere cores can be fed. Exactly. Because, the Ampere architecture, you can think of it like a train station. Hang on. If this is your oh, shit. Fuck. If this is your train station, like your railway, the one train is going here. This is FP32, right? So one lane has FP32 the whole time. The other lane goes like this. And the train has to choose between 32 and integer. So the faster you can feed this single bottleneck in the middle, so it can choose faster, yeah, that's why when you're playing 4K gaming, there's like a huge fucking bottleneck in this single lane here of all the 4K textures that are like bottlenecked in that single. So the game or the graphics card has a lot more time to choose which path to take, right? 1080p has no like backlog of fucking data to go into that pipeline, right? So if Sam can alleviate this pipeline a little bit, yeah, maybe. That's exactly why. Yeah, anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much it for today's stream. I covered all the things I wanted to cover today. So Saturday we'll reconvene. Saturday Warzone tournament, $20 to the winning team. I think we got everyone links today that wanted to get into the Discord. And
Yep.
stay tuned for my wife's fastest Warzone build ever. And that's about it, guys. Okay. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the Discord in like 20 minutes anyway. All right. Talk to you later.